Yeah, my name is Livingston Defo. I'm from Bamboo Build Ghana Limited. I'm the founder and CEO of Bamboo Build Ghana. Yeah, so today I'm going to present on eco building, the importance and the need to embark on that project, eco building. I am a contractor, an eco building contractor. So we build with sustainable materials like bamboo, clay, sand, and earth. So basically, there are some eco buildings that we do. We do bamboo construction, we do cement bamboo frame technology building, we do wattle and dab, and then we do ram earth as well. So those are the eco type of buildings that we do in Bamboo Build Ghana Limited. There is a need for us to always embark in this journey called the eco building revolution, because when you look at the cement block, sometimes when you enter into a particular room, the heat like we are feeling here right now, it is not like that if we had used any sustainable material. Let's say, for instance, if you had used ram earth in this hot season, we will not be sweating like we are in the gym. You will see that everything that we do is sweat free. Yeah, so the sustainable type of construction we do is going to benefit the planet, because every material we are using is right from the earth. We are not causing any damage to the planet. That is why it is very important for everybody to go into eco kind of building.
Greetings and welcome to the 10th annual 2025 Black Sustainability Summit. This project was to construct a 5x7 grain storage using bamboo and earth blocks for the Kwaku Ando Sustainability Institute's future use. The tools and materials that were used were 16mm tread rod, 16-inch knot and washers, binding wire, mature bamboo, hand saws, drills, electric saws, and the earth blocks that were made on site. The focus of this workshop is around bamboo construction. The important features are that Africa has around 115 species of bamboo. It's a grass, and individual stalks have reached as high as 150 feet tall, 14 inches thick, and they weigh over 1,000 pounds for the giant bamboo. As a grass, there are two different types of bamboo. You can have clumping bamboo and running bamboo. They can have either short or long underground rhizomes, and they grow to their full height in a single growing season, which can be around 3 to 4 months. Right now, with us being in Ghana, West Africa, it's important to note that Ghana is taking bold action using simple resources like bamboo to create world-class clean fuel. Bamboo grows fast. It captures carbon dioxide. When you look at carbon sequestration as an approach to also your bamboo groves, you are also able to restore degraded lands. And there are so many uses for various products, for construction, for clean energy, from furniture, housing, beds, cups, cutlery, bamboo bicycles even. There's so many different options for you to utilize bamboo. Right now, we're looking at bamboo because it is the fastest growing land plant in the world. I believe the fastest plant growing on Earth is underwater. But currently, it's important to note that beyond bamboo being a renewable resource, it is drought tolerant. It is effective in climate change mitigation and carbon sequestration, and it absorbs around 40 to 160 tons per acre, depending on the type of bamboo that is planted and the vibrancy of the bamboo. When building with bamboo, the most challenging areas are treatment and joints and joinery. Bamboo used for construction purposes must be harvested when the culms reach their greatest strength and when the sugar levels in the sap are at their lowest. So when you're dealing with pest infestations of the bamboo, you still have a lot of sugars that are in there. The bamboo has not been treated properly. When you harvest the bamboo, it is really best to harvest a few months prior to your rainy season or to the wet season or before heavy rains. And the best time of day to harvest is early morning at dawn or in the evening at dusk. What you're really trying to do is make sure that your bamboo does not degrade quickly. And you typically can avoid that through your treatment process and your harvesting techniques. You want to harvest mature bamboo, 3, 5, maybe even 7 years old, and treat it with either a boric acid solution, or even more sustainable solution would be to submerge it in running water. On site at Kazi was a stream in the back of the grove or river where the water is already rushing and moving. By submerging the bamboo, tying it up, weighing it down with rocks or some other type of weight so they can stay in place but be under water, to process that 2-3 months long. We're processing that 2 or 3 weeks. The water is able to push through the bamboo very well, clean it out, and push out those sugars. Then you can remove the bamboo from the water, stand it up off of the ground, not on the soil, so that it can dry in a shady location and it has time to properly dry and cure without it being in the sun. If it's in the sun, it's going to crack and you'll lose not only the beautiful aesthetics of the bamboo, but then you also open it up to pests. Over time, this treatment, whether you're using boric acid, whether you're using some type of slacking it with varnish, or whether you are submerging it in water, the whole goal is that we're using a natural material and it's going to break down. You want it to break down. Things that don't break down and return back to the earth are problematic. That's why we're looking at eco-building. So by using bamboo, there have been indigenous communities that have built homes that have lasted 50 years. If you know someone who has stayed in a home for longer than 50 years and hasn't had to repair it, let us know. Even with a brick house, repairs will need to be made. And the same case is here for bamboo, although you will need to change it out. Your durability of your bamboo in construction is directly related to how well it is handled. So when bamboo is harvested at the correct time of year and not exposed to ground contact, it will last longer. Even if you harvest it at the correct time of year, at the correct time of day, outside of the rainy seasons, if you have your bamboo exposed to the ground or contact with rain, even after you've processed it, it'll break down just as quickly as if you had incorrectly harvested it. So it is important in terms of the treatment of the bamboo. For this purpose of the workshop, though, this was about experiential learning. Everybody had an opportunity to support the build with rough harvesting with hand saws and machetes or cutlasses. The earth blocks that were used that you see here were pressed using the block press on site at Kazi. They dug the posts within the earth blocks. They squared the posts off, reinforced it with stones, and they double and triple checked the spacing, right? You measure twice, cut once, or dig once in this case. The various ways to build with bamboo were explored, demonstrating the various building styles. We had bamboo walls that were designed using a mat process or a weaving process. With the mat process, you're crushing the bamboo, cutting at each joint, splitting it, and opening it up, and it gives you a beautiful mat so that you can have it flat. Using the weaving technique, the bamboo is weaved in and out, and the bamboo walls give you a different aesthetic. So we were so grateful to have Brother Livingstone provide this level of training on site at Kazi to complement all the other wonderful work that he has done on site for that institute to be what it is today. Here you'll see a rough cut right underneath the comb to ensure the integrity of the posts.
So now we have to step with one.
My friend, your country no have stone.
But we can cut some bamboo sharp.
We have to
Stick it down for demonstrator, no?
Here is a precise cutting with an electric saw right underneath the node. It is important to note you do not cut on the node. The node actually is not hollow. There is a solid growth of the plant that is there. You can drill a hole through it to put your rebar inside of if you ever want to reinforce the bamboo for added strength and durability. Otherwise, you want to make sure that you're cutting right beneath the space so that your bamboo is nice, precise, and level, but you are not cutting on that node.
If you just cut the end of this one, and then we can measure for the second.
washer first, followed by the nut. Backward, push.
I need that rod.
You can cut it on there now.
Once it goes more than half, then you try that. Exactly.
Right?
Go down a little, then pull it up again. Excellent.
But look, this one.
Need another nut. got the open face first? Go ahead, let me see that real quick.
Wash your face.
And the funny part about it, my water bottles remind me of my tube belt.
You keep reaching for it.
Yeah, I am actually. How was it? Y'all finished?
No, we caught the
I bet it was.
And the food is good, so I can't wait for tonight.
Oh, for real?
Oh, y'all prepped for today?
This side?
No, he
He's gonna cook it.
he had a little sample.
Oh, okay. What's coming?
He did some ground. He had
Okay. Calling this my profession, yeah? Carrying the nut down.
And then you take the grain and you put it on top.
Yeah, you know.
You're doing good.
And then you say gratitude. So, but I
This young man's a builder.
Ready, you know, to go on, you know. How tight is he going? Real tight. He walk, you know. Remember I was sleeping here tonight?
Here you'll see the bamboo walls. Brother Livingston is going to explain exactly the difference between the mat and the weaving bamboo walls aesthetic.
You want to raise a bamboo wall. So there are so many ways of putting up bamboo walls. Like say you want to build a bamboo house. There are so many ways. We have different types, the full bamboo, the split one that will be doing the capping. But this time we want to do bamboo mats for this side. Then we can do bamboo weaving also for bamboo building. So now we are doing the bamboo mat type. So if you can see here, I have crushed the bamboo. Yeah, so if somebody should ask you, can you use bamboo, open bamboo, make it flat? Will you say yes or no?
Yes. I say yes.
You say yes. Okay, if it's yes, then that's fine. So, if it's yes, that's fine. So I have crushed this bamboo. I use the machete, hit all the joints, So now I want to open it flat.
Right.
So we'll see what we have it.
Pry it open.
So this is what we get. So after we come back to chop all this. When you are doing, you have to be very careful. You make sure when you are swinging the cutlass, it ends here, not here.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. He made that clear.
I said have no friend.
No friend.
It'll stop for nothing.
Makes it easy. Yeah, so let me see someone also do.
Remember, watch your feet now.
No, turn the cut exactly, yeah. So the energy must end.
You gotta get the He has to get the joint, yes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
get the joint, hit the joint, break the joint. Hard. No hard like swinging your hand, like make sure.
Hard with your wrist.
It's like right on that line. Yeah. You gotta break through that. That's the toughest part.
Put 1 foot on the ground.
It's angles. He's making it easy, don't he?
Oh yeah.
Let me hold your bag.
Oh yeah, you can.
You want to use your bag?
Cut it away.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
Hard. It's still not breaking.
They had the right call.
It's a strong man.
One day again, I don't have a muscle on it. I ain't know.
I even got this one, but they don't do today.
I don't ever wear these cold things.
We are not done there yet. Yeah, we're not done.
That's how you know I've been here too long. I think when I go outside.
Yeah, you must feel it cut through. So finish with the joint first, the knot first. Yeah. All around, then you can tackle the middle one. Small. Yeah. No, so you should at least 1 inch interval. Like,
1 inch.
I'm so used to seeing
exactly. Yeah, like that. All around. Then you turn it. You use your leg to turn it.
Oh yeah, they walk in there.
So if you hit and you are not able to get it, you see that when you split it open, you see that some parts is cut, is curved in. So you have to now hit it while after opening. Yeah. Yeah, you can do it before you soak it. So normally, you want to soak, you do it this way, so that it's more and go the same way you usually.
The next month is.
You see the wrist? Yeah. I'm actually the wrist more than it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
More wrist.
I don't have a finish on.
So this technique, if you do any skeleton, you can use it for a table, any flat surface. Yeah, so you attempt to
Hey,
Where's the hammer? The hammer.
You are finished.
We kill that one. That one dead.
Yeah, so after crashing all around, after you crash all around, then you have to do the splitting. Divide it into two.
Stand on it. There we go. Now it's open.
Yeah, we just do that.
Sydney houses. You gotta turn around. Turn around.
No, so if you are scared, you can use the opposite. So that
Oh, really?
I'm not sure. You can use the. So you see, this part is still kept, so you have to guess.
We don't need it, but we don't need it.
Yeah.
What are those? Oh wow.
That's good over here.
Yeah, that place is fine. So we have a it's low. This one I think it's on
So we need to take it
I
out?
think let's take it out.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Take it out.
Hit the back.
Hit the back.
You are a smart girl. Yeah, she didn't cry.
I think it's going to the crane. Yeah, great.
The main
Come on, get your nail ass.
Oh, Baba, you do the top one. I can do this middle one.
Good.
So I can leave the land.
So once it's going, make sure it's set. Yeah, you can hit that one. Almost sometimes you hit all. Always going to the
Well, I ain't gonna say that.
Even these little ones can do it.
Great job.
It's designed anyway. Other than that. You said Dexter was old. That man ain't old.
Old but not cold.
Look at that. Look at that.
Clean.
Line it up. Rinse, man.
Okay.
The rinse.
He got it. He needs to wrench over there.